take the last question too. My mentor is a very good friend. He possesses all the characteristics of a good mentor, but is not always available. What can be done, ma? Yes, those are the two questions that we have. How do I find out my interest in nursing as a student nurse? And then my mentor is not always available.
Okay. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Okay. You'll see that just the way we have said earlier. You are a nursing student, and you're still trying to find where you have interest in. Yes. The truth of the matter is that you're also just growing, and that is just the truth. So as they're also just growing in the profession, you also have to, put your mind at rest, make your mind open, and gradually, be it clinical practice, be it in the school, there will be something that would definitely interest you, except you are not just interested in nursing and you are forced to come and do nursing because of Japa syndrome. All right. But if that is not the case, over time, you will definitely find your interest. And even if you don't find your interest in nursing, there's still something good that you can do for yourself. And where you find that's your interest, please find a mentor in that area. And that will definitely help you, not necessarily nursing, as the case may be. Now, for the second question, don't forget the fact that those people you call mentors, they also have a lot and 1 million things that they do. And many of those mentors that you see, they also have super mentors. I just got to realize that they also have people that are also mentoring them that they are looking up to. So it's like it's a chain that, everybody is mentoring, you are mentoring somebody at a given time, and everybody also has deadlines. Everybody is also busy, I got to know that when I started moving with my mentor, and that is the truth. So the truth of the matter is that just look at your mentors. Definitely it's not something you're just grabbing somebody on the road to be your mentor. You are discussing it, and the mentor will definitely give you time. And don't let us forget the fact that many of us that we call ourselves mentees, we breach this timing that they give us. For instance, let me talk about my mentor now. If she tells you, Iyanu, do this for me, and I need it tomorrow, know that Prof is asking you to do that in 2 days before tomorrow. That is just the truth. So by the time you do it, you are already asleep yourself, and you'll find that all will be well with you. But now she asks you to do something today, for instance, and she needs it immediately, and you're giving excuses. So what's the availability you're talking about? Because even yourself, you are not available as at the time the mentor wants you to be available. Then there's no availability anywhere. So please, I think it will be good for us to also know the timing of our mentor and the time they're also available for us. All right. And definitely we'll do well if we also key to their timing and our own timing as well. So there's nothing like my mentor does not have time. I'm not a party to that, because definitely your mentor cannot be there every minute. No, absolutely not. But there will be a time allocated for that purpose. And once you breach that timing, that person also has something important to do. So I think it will be very good for us to key into the timing that is appropriate for us. And I believe that many of those mentors that we talk about, once they have that time for you, they use it very, very well with you, and it's very productive. That is what I know. So I don't know if Prof also wants to add to this. Thank you very much, ma.
I think you have answered the question very correctly. But the question I have for that person is, if you, the earlier speaker in the morning said that you may not like my face, but you cannot ignore me. How useful are you to your mentor? I use the word productive to describe some of my mentees. I'll say, meet my productive mentee. Because when I'm in need, this my mentee, I will not say it like that, but that's what I mean. When I say meet my productive mentee, I have millions or countable number of people. I want to be my mentor. I say, yes. Because I know it's a matter of time. It will die down. It's a matter of time. Time will tell whether you're going to be a mentee or not. So I don't ever reject anybody. Just, I like that presentation. Be my mentee, mentor. Yes, you are welcome. Everybody come in. As time goes by, many people will fall by the wayside. So one of the things that attaches you to your mentor is how useful how productive you are. There are some of my mentees that when they call me, no matter how busy I am, and if I cannot answer, they'll say, call me back, and I will get back to them because they are very important. And when they ask me to do anything, even if it's not convenient, I want to do it. So the point I'm making is, yes, the mentors don't have time. Our lecturer has explained, it's true. They have a lot of things. All mentors are busy people. That's why they are mentors. You are the one that will create yourself into the agenda. Take, for example, if you have somebody who is very important to you and you don't see that person 1 day, 3 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, because that person has not occupied an important trader. But if that person does, you cannot but look for how to get in contact with that person. So if this person, you know that if you spend 10 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day with that person, what you will gain will solve your problem for the next 6 months. Then it is your responsibility to know how to get that 1 day or that 1 hour. I like what she said. You make sure that, hello, good afternoon, I'm just checking on you. That has dropped you into the mind of that person. You just give a call, not for any purpose, just to say, I'm just checking on you. I don't have anything to work on. Bye-bye. As you do those type of things that you are doing, you are registering yourself and you are placing yourself in a position that you cannot be thrown away. It is not all the time that you need something only that you get your mentor. And because you know that the mentors are always important, you are the one at the driver's seat. You are the one driving the relationship. You are the one looking forward to it and working it out. Then it's going to work. If you can wheel me, I will wheel my mentor out. When I need her attention and she cannot, give me that attention, I look for other means of making sure I secure our attention. But the most important thing for me is be productive. Let your mentor know that you can be there to help him or her in doing one thing or the other. My mentor called me now. Hello, there's a workshop in Dakar, and you are the one going to run that workshop. I know nothing about the workshop. I'm not part of it. I'm not ready. But she just gave me a call. Hello, Professor, how are you? There's going to be a workshop in so and so country. You are running that workshop. I will not be available. Yes, ma. And that means that you are going to look for speakers. That means you are going to get a program manager to arrange to get flights. That means we are going to make sure that all the things that are needed for that international meeting are in place. And you have to be yourself, physically be in that country where that is going to be. Can she call upon you? Can your mentor call upon you to be able to meet a need when the need arises? Because she's going to be in another country doing something very, very important, and she'll not be able to, do this that she has planned for. So if you are useful to your mentor, then your mentor may be very busy, but he will look for he or she will look for also how to create time for us. God will help all of us to get our mentors right and be productive and useful for them as we want them to be useful to us. Thank you very much once again to the questioner. And
thank you, ma.
Okay. Okay, I don't know if this question has been answered too. How can I help if my mentor is going through hard times? I think it has been answered. You just have to be resourceful, check on them too. When you check on them, I believe you'll be able to know you being resourceful, being productive, being useful to your mentor as well. Okay. We have another question here. My place of interest is dermatology. Is there a field in nursing about it, and how can I get a mentor in this?
Yes, Prof, ma.
Thank you, Dr. Ojo. Did she say hematology or dermatology?
Dermatology. Skin. Yes, ma.
Hello. That looks a little not very common for someone to have that passion, but it's always good to go to or to delve into areas that are fairly new, not swimming in common waters. So I commend whoever is having that passion. More so, there are very many issues in our contemporary world, especially in body image appearance, and there are new studies that are focusing on body image, body appearance. So dermatology will complement that new area of interest. So the question is, if one is interested in that kind of a thing, that's within the domain of medical nursing. So that's still under med surg. So you will now need to look for people within the area of med surg who are interested in maybe skin conditions. And it may be very rare for people in our environment, to the best of my knowledge, to have people specializing solely in the area of skin. But that doesn't mean that you cannot carve a niche for yourself. And that's one of the reasons. If you can't even get a kind of mentor in this part of the world, you can Google and look for places or locations, contexts that are similar to Nigeria or Africa, where such passions may be fledging. So you need to find out. And through networking, you can also get many more of people who may not be 100% within the domain of nursing that may also complement your interest in dermatology. And because we are now also living in an era of multidisciplinary approach to not only mentorship, but only for carving niches for ourselves. And the more you get intertwined with people from diverse backgrounds, the more you have the opportunity or privilege of knowing many more people, not only within nursing, but within outside the scope of nursing, who may be interested in also working with nurses to attain your goal. So it's a new area. It's begging for connection in our time. It's something that is worth looking into, but be sure that's your passion. And if it's your passion, why don't you press into it no matter the obstacles? See you at the top.
Okay, thank you so much for that, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, we have one other question here, which is going to be the last that will be taken. You said we should be productive. How exactly can I be? How exactly can I help my mentor? How exactly can I be productive?
Maybe I should answer that question. It depends on who your mentor is. If your mentor, for example, is a teacher in a school of nursing, and she gives you a marking scheme and say, these objective multiple choice questions are written, and these are the correct answers, please help to grade. You are saving her time for marking those multiple choice questions for her, and you're actually helping her. But it's not only once. It's not an apprenticeship in quote. It's not go and fetch water, go and help the children to grind pepper. Go and no. That's not what I'm talking about. But in a way that you're going to block our time. For example, she's writing something and say, "Oh, can you help with literature review of this?" And then we publish this together. Even if she did not say we are going to publish this together, I understand you should have ability to negotiate for whatever is going on. If you go ahead and do that without even the mind of saying, "Oh, she's going," and she comes back and say, "Oh, what a fantastic thing you have written. We can co-author this together because I need this to build up, the background of what I'm writing." Fantastic. It's a very good thing. Or she has a presentation somewhere and say, "Can you get me a draft PowerPoint for what I want to present?" And then you go for years, you don't show up, and you even disappeared. And for many mentors, give one thing to 2-3 people to do at the same time. So if each time I give 3 people things to do, there's one person who is always the one responding within time and doing it correctly, because there are some mentees, they will respond quick within time, but they will do shabby things that thing will end up being thrown away. You can't use it. So what I do is to give feedback to such a person. Another person is a category that will not respond quickly, but we do a good and thorough job. I tell them, this is fantastic, you need to work on your time. There are some that will always be the first person to respond, keep to time, and do an excellent job. Those are the ones you say, "Oh, this is really my, Emioga, this is a very fantastic, productive, mentee." So there are so many things you can do for your mentor, but I'm not saying go to your mentor's house, go and end up getting married to your mentor, or go ahead and help your mentor to do something to pick the children from school to drive, become a driver or a slave or a servant. No, not at all, please. But in any way that you are going to relieve that mentor of some assignments, some responsibilities that are legitimate as much as possible, and that when you have done it, that mentee's heart will bless, that mentor's heart will bless you for relieving him or her for doing whatever it is that you have done, and will be open and willing to assist
you to make contributions towards you fulfilling your own goal. That's important. So it means it's two of a kind, give and take. The more you sow into his own calling, the much more you reap in terms of you fulfilling your goal for being included in that mentorship activity. Thank you. Over.
Yes, thank you
Okay,
very much,
over.
Saz and Maz. Maybe I should also say that, like just where Prof said now, Prof gave me some assignments some time ago, and I was like, how will I do this thing? I should have tried and did it, and Prof corrected. And lo and behold, when I was going to go for my own promotion, somebody just said, send something to me. I was like, what Prof has taught me to be doing like how many years ago? In 2 minutes, I just sent it to the person. They were like, how did you do it? I said, don't worry, he's my mentor. But they will not know because I've had that background from her. So I was able to do that myself. So thank you very much, Prof.
Thank you.